uh
Is he the
was
criminal?
he was the criminal. Um, then there was the jailer who that would have been the general, and then Fela was in the background. So
She was somewhere.
um okay. The recording
Oh,
has begun.
all right.
Cadence.
C.
If we recall, what exactly did you say your greatest regret was?
Uh, it was. I think it was like not being strong enough to protect people. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
Okay. Uh, so what were some of the last memories you have before coming to San Antonio? I know you were hired by Mr. Floyd to work in his bar, but did you meet him before San Antonio, or did you meet him while you were in San Antonio?
Um, I mean, it seems like Mr. Floyd didn't leave the his bar all that much, so I'm assuming I met him when I got to San Antonio.
I mean, he left every now and then for business. Um, I will say you probably met him on your way
Yeah.
in your travels towards San Antonio. Um, Now the big question here is, Catherine, uh, what what were you running from to get, or what were you running to San Antonio away from?
Um, I guess just all the bad. I mean, you sent me that long list of things that had happened
There's
to me.
there's a lot of bad.
Yeah, so I think I'm just trying to get away from all of that.
As of right now, uh, the last terrible thing to happen to you was the work. We'll start with exactly when you uh, were working at the cabaret type place, if you remember that.
Yes, I do.
Um, so we'll flash to a scene of you and three of the other performers in the makeup room getting ready for the night where their shift to start, and all the, it's the good time with the drunkards are coming in around this time, the big tippers, people with big tips, tee.
I wasn't no,
Um,
I was gonna say like the big tippers come from for the big titters. Like
Nice. And as you guys all make up here, or make up, make up. I'm trying
you
to
put
think of
on
a
makeup?
verb. Yep, yep. That's it.
Wow, you're
um,
really heterosexual, aren't you?
I didn't need to be called out. Like, I mean, it's true, but look, you put your foundation on, you get the concealer going, the eyeliners, the lipsticks.
I mean, you're naming stuff off, sure.
uh, you got the contour. But yeah,
Okay.
as you guys get ready for the night, this is the time where you guys usually list off, talk about the regulars, the other workers. This is the gossip time, uh, and you hear your coworkers Cindy and Candy both talking. Um, Next to you about Sandra, who's about on the other side of the room, a little bit out of earshot, and you hear them whispering, "Did you see where she went the other night with who?" And then, Sandra is kind of giggling to herself. I know, no standards for a who like that.
Uh, I'll kind of lean over into the group, be like, who are y'all talking about?
They kind of point over to one of your other coworkers, Sandra. As I point out, she's across the room, a little bit out a earshot. She's helping another girl with her makeup on. She's a girl who's actually probably one of the nicest people here. She's the one who kind of picked you up off the street, got you the job, and she works more with everyone else than anyone else. Everyone else seems like they're out for themselves, but she actually seems to care, make a difference.
Mm. Well, what did Miss Sandra do? Who's she with?
Uh, you know, old man Crosby, that 70-year-old bucket of bones.
Uh,
They're barely able to like keep their laughter to themselves.
what's so funny?
They she kind of like shakes her head, stares at you blankly. I just don't think you're old enough for this kind of conversation yet.
Mm, I mean, you can always just explain things to me. I know I'm a bit slower than most of the other girls here, but
As you say that, the door to the main floor kind of burst open, and your employer, uh, Austin DeRollo, walks in. Uh, and he announces, "All right, if you're not ready in the next 5 minutes," and then he looks at Sandra, who's right beside the door, helping someone else when she herself is not ready.
I was just about to ask. As soon as he says that, I was gonna ask and see if Sandra needed help with her makeup.
And he looks at her and goes, "Worry about your own damn self. Get to fucking work." And then he uh, turns around and slams the door. But you know for a fact when he makes a command like that, he's gonna be back in 5 minutes.
Oh shit. Well, I'm
The
assuming that.
two that were gossiping kind of turn and go back to their own work again and stop, you know, the silly banter and all that bullshit.
Okay. I'm gonna get up, and go over to where Sandra is and be like, maybe if we both work on her at the same time, I can help you with your makeup and we can get this done super quick.
Are you done with yours yet?
Well, I don't usually wear a whole lot. Mr. Dorolo, he doesn't like it when I cover up too much.
Oh, okay. Here she hands over some supplies for you to start working on the face. The person she's working on is someone named Lucy. I forgot there was another character's name, but you know, whatever.
That's
Uh,
fine.
a blonde girl named Lucy, kind of sitting back in the chair. Uh, you can tell one of the reasons that it's probably taken Sandra a little bit of time to finish this up is that she has a large bruise around her left eye.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I was thinking. Damn it.
and she is working to cover it up, but it hasn't been going all too well.
Uh, Here, do you mind if I give it a try?
Uh, sure. I've tried everything I can.
Well, this isn't the first time I'd be having to do this, so I think I might have a little bit more experience. Believe it or not, my age wouldn't show it. Um, and I pick up the little makeup brushes. I'm gonna attempt to cover it up. You can work on your own makeup for right now, okay? I'll see what I can do here.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, you know. mm, you know- Oh my god, I was about to say an eye for an eye, but that would have been really inappropriate. So
You
I don't say that.
threatening me?
'Cause that was almost about to be a nightmare. Um, you've been so kind to me. I should repay that kindness.
I've just been a human being to you. That's all I've been. Look, we'll work on this together.
Okay. Oh, I'm smiling. Okay, we got this. Girl power. Okay, we're gonna put the makeup on on this bitch.
Okay, make a roll. You guys got 5 minutes, and the timer's been going on ever since you said you got 5 minutes.
Okay, so I got magic touch, beaten and battered, sympathetic crier, world and everything in it is precious. Can I use curtain call here since this is for performance?
It's for performance, but it's not your performance.
Okay, fair enough. It's showtime. I have my show stuff, which has makeup in it.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay, and would this be what muscle?
Um, I'd
Trying to do it
say
quick.
to do it quick, yeah, I guess. You could also argue mind, but I don't know. I don't think your
I
strength
say it's
matters with
muscle.
this.
It's muscle memory.
That's fair. There you go. Use
There you
muscle.
go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
About
14, 15,
a minute and
16.
20 seconds.
16. I have 16. Reason, makeup, roll. What's my risk?
Your risk is about, let's say, 7.
7. Cool.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you guys somehow seemingly cover up the bruise and then finish the entire face and get her looking prettier than you've probably ever seen her. Lucy isn't the best looking gal, but a concern raises once you figure out or once you finish up on her face that Sandra has no makeup on
I'm
and
gonna help her out right now.
a full face of makeup. You can try your best.
Okay. Makeup. Can I use the same roll?
Um, yes,
Okay.
but this is quite a time crunch, so I'm gonna give you a risk of let's say 22.
22.
Yeah,
Oh!
you had 10 seconds left when you hit that. Holy shit. Okay, I just want to role play this out a little bit. What do you say once you realize she has no makeup on?
I go, you take the left side, I take the right.
Oh, you saying that to Lucy?
Oh, yeah.
She just kind of goes, uh-huh, uh, and she switches place with Sandra in the chair, and then like fucking warriors, you guys wield these fucking got tools of makeup,
You got your brushes? Your
powder her
makeup
face.
brushes? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe you did that by 1 point. God
Yeah.
damn it. Fuck you, Cat.
Girl
um,
power.
and as you put the finishing touches on, you hear the door kick open again. All right, out the door now.
All right. I mean, I guess I get up. I give Sandra a little wink, um, and then a smile, and I'll try to head out the door.
Uh, are you gonna be the first one out the door?
Um, sure. Why not?
Well, you try to be the first one out the door, but as you pass the door frame, you feel a hand wrap around your bicep and hold you, and then
Uh,
pull you to the side
uh.
as Mr. DeRollo pulls you to the side and says, "Not you, girly, come here."
Oh!
Uh, as everyone passes, you see the Cindy and Candy both kind of give you the oh she's a hua kind of look. Um,
What the?
San Sandra looks like she does a double take at first, and she has obvious worry on her face, and when she passes, she kind of like holds on the fringes of her dress, kind of looks back like she's thinking of doing something, and ultimately keeps walking forward.
Oh. I just when I make eye contact with her, I just kind of like, I don't know. My eyes are worried, but I'm give her a little smile and be like, it's okay. I'll be okay. Ooh.
Look.
Oh
You've
my
been
goodness.
doing good here since I hired you. And he pulls out some bills and starts counting out some. I have a special job for you tonight.
Oh.
And he kind of gets eye level with you and puts his hand on your shoulder very firmly, almost as to establish some type of dominance over you.
Oh.
And uh, I want you to pick whichever one of the gals outside you want. And you're going to be serving and entertaining some special customers in the back tonight, okay?
Oh. Um. Oh. Okay. Um. Is there anything I should know before uh going in, or
Mm, better if you didn't know anything. Keep your nose clean while you're in there, and there won't be any issues. Trust me.
keep my nose clean? What does that mean?
He gives you a nasty look. Man, they don't bother educating people nowadays. Don't do anything stupid.
Oh. Well, I like to think that I don't get myself in too much trouble, so you can trust me, Mr. Derolo.
Okay, get going.
Okay.
Uh, and as you kind of exit through the door to go pick up your extra friend for the night in the back, we're gonna cut to a scene of you at a train station towards San Antonio,
Oh.
and uh, you've been given a ticket to San Antonio, and that's the main reason you've chosen that location is just because you were given a ticket to go there, and you don't really have anywhere else to turn. Um, right now, the only clothes you have are a bit, or not a bit dirty. They're very dirty, and there's some rips on the sleeves and a rip along the left side. Um, then I'll say you don't have much luggage. You have your guitar on your back. Uh, and what else do you have in your did you have in your inventory at the beginning? Describe what you have going to this train.
I mean, I have
What
my guitar. Um, I guess I'd have kept what little things I probably could have taken with me. Um, so like the perfume is probably from that cabaret, and my little bit of like blush. Um, and I also had a cooking set, so I probably have like a little things that I probably bought with me to travel. So I think that's all I had.
okay. Um yeah. As you get on the train to find your seat, you didn't the ticket doesn't really have high class seating in your section. Uh you don't really know what you're going to do once you get there. Uh all you know is that you are going and you can't come back. Um, I will say you feel very awfully parched. You haven't had much water to drink. You've been given a little bit of money, and you know that in a couple carts up, there's a little bar that might serve some water.
Um, then I think I'll head that way with with my little items on me. Yeah, kind of go like,
Okay.
"Excuse me," and like going between the aisles, um, with
Yeah,
everything on my back.
as you make your way, you hear the engines of the train start to whir and start as the gears start to spin underneath your feet, and it rumbles, kind of making it a little shaky to stay on balance and work your way in between, but you do very clumsily. Um, and you eventually make it there to the bar.
Uh, uh, I will ask for a cup of water. So I'll just be like,
Did
"Excuse
you
me."
pronounce it that way?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I'll say,
Uh,
"Excuse me," and I'll like, is there like any seating at all around there, or is it
oh
just
yeah,
all stand up?
there's a row of seats in the bar cart. There's like about 3 or 4 people at the bar. Some drinking alcohol, some just socializing. You see the bartender talking to one group at the end of the bar, and then you see there's a man sitting at this end, and there's a man sitting around the center.
Hmm.
Not many ladies at the bar.
Well, that's okay. I can be the first. I'll go up there and I'll take a seat when that's open and ask
Okay.
for some water.
Yeah, as you give that meek excuse me, the bartender does like a take at you, and then he laughs at what someone at the end of the bar says, and he like puts up a finger like 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, and comes
Hmm.
over. What can I get you, miss?
Uh, just a glass of water, please.
Glass of water? If you wanted something harder than that, it would be on the house for a beautiful girl like yourself.
Uh, well, that's very sweet of you, but I don't drink all that much, sir.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I'll get that right there for you.
I appreciate it.
I'd like to know, like I said earlier, there's not many women in this cart. It's awfully full of men. Um, uh, there are a lot of lingering eyes, I'd say, especially from the bartender who was just talking to you. Uh,
I'm about to get
he
roofied.
was there was there fizz in the water? Oh, special water.
It's seltzer.
I mean, no, you're not gonna get roofied. Maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It's about to
Okay.
happen.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but the bartender takes no time at all. He prioritizes your water. You see him pour it. You see him not put anything in it. But again, you see his eyes linger.
Uh, I'll go. I know I'm a little bit dirty. Is there anything on my face?
Just a little bit, and he kind of licks his thumb and reaches over the bar and rubs some dirt off.
Thank you. I know I just haven't had a whole lot of time to freshen up lately, so a
You know,
little bit crazy.
we have a bath tub in the crew car. I could sneak you back there. Could let you get clean.
Oh, that's super nice of you to offer, sir.
Do you have you reached for your glass of water yet?
Yes. And the
As you
thing
reach
I'll do.
for your glass of water, he reaches a hand out as well and meets your hand on the
Oh.
glass. And
Oh.
I mean, I will describe him as a very handsome bearded man with a brownish kind of hair and a very mischievous grin. So, what you head for San Antonio for, miss?
um, I kind of wish I could tell you. I think I'm just going to go somewhere.
Okay, lady of mystery, I can get with that.
Oh my
Um,
god. Oh gosh.
how about I show you where that bathtub is?
Um, uh, let me finish my water first, and then we can then I can do that. Okay, I'm very parched. I'm so sorry.
As you say that, a hand from the left of you, as someone takes a seat next to you, kind of comes out of nowhere and pulls the hand that is upon your hand off. How about you give the lady a little bit of room to breathe, mister? And as you turn to your, did I say right or left? I'm gonna say it's right. Anyways, as you turn to your right to see who the mysterious man is, you see a very light-skinned man, kind of tall, a little lanky, wearing glasses and or having a guitar case on his back, just like you. Take a seat next to you. Um, Now, just leave this poor lady alone. She doesn't need any extra company. and the bartender kind of takes his hand off the bar. I didn't hear her say that, mister.
Um, I'll just say, the water is just fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay. He kind of gives like kind of a body language off, like it's not worth it, um, and goes back to the group he was talking to before. Uh, the man next to you kind of reach it, like rearranges himself to reach into a pocket on his pantaloons and pulls out a cigarette and pulls out a lighter, one of those old school like what are they called? Zippo lighters?
Beats me. You could say
You know
like
the ones
a.
like you flick and you can light at the same time. That kind of look like are made out of tin and aluminum.
Oh, okay. I think I'm able to visualize that. Yeah.
And he tries lighting it, but he can't quite light it. And while he's lighting it, he says, "What's your name, miss?"
Um, it's Cadence. What's yours, sir?
Alexander. And with that, with that, we'll cut back to let's say a couple weeks before this moment. Cat, you there? Cat?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh shit.
I'm here. What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh. I thought
How
I'm
you
gonna be honest. I thought it was gonna be Mr. Floyd. And then you said light skin. I was like, oh no, he's a buddy. And then I'm like, oh, he's my buddy. Oh no.
Ooh, I know, right? Ooh. Like I was waiting for his name reveal.
Oh no. You got that all on recording, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Okay, cat.
Chris.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. It's fine.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, I was letting you recover a little bit.
I'm good now, I think.
Well, yeah, you were just given a job by your employer, Mr. DeRollo.
Yes.
Um, and you know the room he's talking about. You just need to find a girl, and you're probably just gonna hang out there till the men he mentioned appear.
Okay. Um with these kinds of jobs, have I ever gotten one before, and do the girls like to do
This
this
is
job?
your first one, and the girls. It depends on the customer, but for the most part, they usually don't. When there's no when there's no one publicly being able to see what's happening, you know that. Well, I guess you don't know what would it would might be like. Uh,
I know, cause I don't wanna.
but
I
you
think
hear the girls gibber and jabber about like men getting a little too handsy in the back and stuff like that.
okay. Um. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll go out. Do I see Sandra anywhere?
Uh, Yeah, you see her kind of leaning on the side of a booth next to, or with a table full of men, um, kind of laughing and all trying, looking like they're falling over one another to impress her in some way.
um. I'm gonna kind of like scurry on over and be like, excuse me, gentlemen. I have to borrow her for just a minute.
She's as you walk up, you hear them saying, "Sandra, you look mighty fine tonight, I must say." And as you say that, Sandra kind of giggles. It's like, Business calls, and she kind of scurries off with you. Uh, what is it?
Um, uh, well, Mr. DeRollo asked me to um get somebody else to come in the back with me, and uh, who should I ask to come with me? I don't
Oh,
really know what all this is
her
about.
face goes from like a very happy, giddy to, oh no. Look, darling. I'm not gonna let you go back there. Your first time back there, uh, without my help. So you're taking me.
Oh, well, thank you so much for helping me out. I haven't been here too long, so it's a little bit crazy, but it makes me feel better that you're jumping in to help me.
Like I said, I'm just gonna treat you like a human being. It's how I treat everyone.
That's kind.
I would like to ask a question right now. Uh, at this point, were you going by the name, a stage name, Cadence, or were you going by a different name?
I mean, I guess it was always Cadence, but
Okay, so,
when I'm on, I imagine that when I'm on stage, though, I'd be performing under Firefly.
okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, Cadence. Let's let's best part about getting these types of jobs is we get a lot of downtime that we get paid for in the back room before they show up. So let's hurry on back there and start catching some Z's maybe,
Oh, that's really nice, actually. I didn't think I'd get paid for sleeping.
if you could sleep. But anyways,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
for resting.
yeah, you know.
Take what you can get.
Um, yeah. So she kind of giggles as she says that, pokes you or pops you on the nose with a finger, and kind of jauntily fast walks towards the back room, almost like half skipping, half walking. Um, man, I fucking love Sandra, by the way.
I would say she's cute. I love her. She's so great.
um, but yeah, you guys make it back there. Like Sandra said, the room is empty. You weren't really given a time or any kind of time frame for when they might appear. You don't really know who it's going to be or anything. Um, but as of right now, is there anything you want to do while you wait?
Um, I don't know. Um, huh. I mean, what's in the room?
Uh, so there's like a kind of like a platform. It could double over as a table platform. Then there's like a in the corner of the room. There's kind of like a booth type seating with kind of like it goes along the wall of the entrance all the way to the corner and curves off to about the halfway point of the other wall and around like where the corners kind of diverge into in the center between them. Um, there's a small stage that could fit. I say small stage. It's nothing massive like a full stage, but you could probably fit a whole table on it. It's big enough for a private room.
Hmm. Oh. Well, Sandra, I don't really know what all goes on back here, but at least with the stage, maybe I could perform a little bit. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know if you've heard me sing before.
I haven't. I see you carry that guitar in here every single night, and I have not heard you play it once.
You know, I could give you a little performance right now if you really wanted to.
Absolutely, go ahead. And she kind of, at first she was like kind of half facing you, and as soon as you said that you were going to perform, she like kind of diverts all of her attention and faces you entirely, and kind of sits down, puts her her head in her hands, and kind of expectantly waits.
All right, I'll play a little tune, huh? I'll do that.
A little doodad,
A
huh?
little doodad. Yeah.
Man, this recording software makes my mouse fucking flip out.
Really?
Yeah, it's like going in and out of existence repeatedly.
That's good.
I've
That's
been
great.
staring at it since like the beginning of the session, and it's been it's like brainwashing me or something, I swear.
Jeez, that's so bad. Oh my
It's telling
god.
me to hurt cat.
No! Well, listen, I'm already
Okay,
upset.
make your performance check. What are you
I
gonna
mean, can I
sing?
use diminuendo?
You can if you want. Can you do that?
I kind of want to see how high well, I mean, diminuendo is just a instant check. So,
I mean, if you roll for it, I'm not gonna let you use the menu window right afterwards. That'd be like singing a really shitty cover and then coming out and fucking nailing "I'll Always Love You," and it'd just be like really weird.
gotcha. I'll use diminuendo now.
Okay, what song do you sing? You don't have to sing it, but just
Oh
what
yeah,
what?
because if I did it, it'd be very interesting. I'll sing
Remember,
Pretty Woman.
diminuendo has the effect of whatever you sing, kind of changes the mood of the NPCs around you. So keep that in mind. You said "Pretty Woman."
Yeah, so Pretty Woman walking down the street, the kind I like to
Ooh.
meet. No one could look as good as you, Mercy. Yeah, like
Out of all the songs you could sing,
I don't know. It's it's just Pretty Woman.
yeah, I really like that song. But yeah, as you sing it, she kind of grooves along to the beat, sitting in place and dancing from side to side, laughing. And as you finish the song, she comes down from a pitch of laughter, and I wish my daughter grows up and sings like you do.
I didn't realize that you had a daughter, Sandra.
Oh yeah, I have a daughter, two sons. Uh, they're my pride and joy, she says kind of sarcastically with what, and she widens her eyes as she says it.
I don't think I guess I haven't been really out and about here all that much, but do they visit? I don't know if I've seen a whole lot of kids around here.
I don't quite live around here. This neighborhood's a bit too nice, for us. She kind of breaks eye contact with you when she says that, kind of like you see a hint of shame in the corner of her eye as it squints at the saying of the sentence.
Oh.
And you know that this is a very nice neighborhood in the first place.
I'll say, where do I live? Do I just live in the cabaret or?
I mean, that would be up to you. Did you go out and get an apartment? There's rooms in the cabaret, most definitely, that you could probably sleep in. A lot of the women here don't do that because they are afraid of Mr. DeRollo doing something to them in the middle of the night.
Oh, goddamn. I mean,
As far as you know,
I'm super
Mr. DeRollo has
trusting,
hit you
so
once, but other than that, he hasn't done
he's
much
what me
else.
once?
He hit you once, and
Oh.
he always puts like earlier how he grabbed your arm and how he put his hand on your shoulder.
Mm. I'm just trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I
And
would.
the one time he hit you, he said it was an accident. I don't know if you would have believed it or not, but he said it was an accident.
Okay. Okay, guy. Um,
He's big about not hitting the girls in front of the other girls also.
I mean, yeah. Um, okay. I'll say that I stay in the cabaret probably.
Okay.
I don't really know where else I would go.
Okay. Uh but yeah, she gives that kind of shameful look to the side, and then uh she looks up kind of hopefully and says, "But maybe this year that'll all change, right? Never know, maybe some high rollers will be coming in tonight and they'll take a liking to us, and maybe one will propose to me right here and here."
You know what? I believe it.
She giggles, and as you say that, you hear the doors behind you kind of creak open, and a few figures walk in. Uh, Sandra kind of hops off the chair and jumps on stage, um, and starts she starts making her way to where you're standing, and about exactly 4 men walk in,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and then behind them also Mr. Derolo walks in.
Oh, is this
Uh,
normal?
I mean, this is your first time back here. You don't really know how often Mr. Derolo comes back with them. But what is not normal is for the first time in your entire time here, you're seeing Mr. Derolo with a big grin.
Oh, this is so weird. Oh, God. Oh no. I turn and look at Sandra and see if she has a reaction to what's going on.
She kind of just shows each of the men their seat, kind of flirtily says stuff like, my, we have some sharp dressed men tonight, don't we? Um, None of them are sharp dressed, by the way.
Oh, I mean, I can only assume. Like, yeah, you talk, butter them up.
Yeah, you gotta butter them up and get buttered up. Never
No.
mind. um,
Oh my gosh.
they all have various, other than Mr. Derolo, they all have very serious, like furrowed brows. Uh, the one in front is carrying a big briefcase.
Uh,
Um,
ooh, money.
Maybe. Uh, it is quite a big briefcase, so if it is money, it's a lot of money. Um,
I look at that and I'm like, geez, maybe Sandra was right. I just mumble under my breath.
I mean, they're a bit dirty. It looks like they just got back from somewhere. Um, but as you can tell,
Oh.
there's two that are very dirty, and the other two I would say are a lot better off looking. They're not overly fancily dressed, but they're like how humble rich people wear humble rich clothing.
Like a polo or something and
Yeah,
khakis.
like a yeah, yeah, like that, but in the 1890s.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Like
I can picture
they
it.
have a nice clean, like it looks like it got pressed out of
Wow.
wrinkles and stuff, undershirt,
It's
white
really bougie.
with a nice black jacket and vest.
Okay.
Both of them have matching uniforms on, which is something a little strange. But the other two are very ragtag. One looks like a cowboy that just got back from a long ride, and the other looks like a kind of like a kid, like maybe 19, 18 age range. He himself looks like he just got back from a long ride. Maybe they did some kind of plundering, adventuring, whatever.
Huh.
But yeah, it is time for you to entertain these men, Cat.
I have a real bad feeling about this, Chris. I have
Why?
many feelings and I don't want to express them quite yet because otherwise we'd be
What do
here
you
forever.
what do you
So,
think's gonna happen, Cat?
I mean, it's not, I don't even think I know what's going to happen. I think I know what has happened. And so I'm just a little nervous about it. Um, I mean, I'm I, listen, Chris. I don't know. I'm gonna follow Sandra's lead. I don't know. I don't. Well, you know what? I'll go. Uh, well, since all of y'all are sitting down, would it be all right if we started off with a song?
Uh, the two dirty men kind of lean back, kind of exhausted looking, not really giving an answer. The two nicely dressed men give a kind of like they're not their body isn't facing you. They're kind of facing the other two men, leaned towards their corner from their own corner. They look at you the side of their eyes. Yeah, that'd be nice. And then they look back to get back to business.
Okay. Um. I'm super lucky that I'm able to use diminuendo twice per session now. So I would like to use it
Wait,
again.
twice per session?
Hmm.
When did that become a thing, huh?
When you said that I couldn't
Oh,
use it on
oh,
Alexander.
oh, I forgot about that. Okay, I was wondering why you used diminuendo. Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I use it. And then
Damn! You got my ass.
gosh, a part of me is like you said I can influence their emotions, right?
Yeah, you can't like straight up change their decisions, but you can change the general mood of all the NPCs that can hear the song.
I'm gonna sing She Works Hard for the Money by Donna Summer.
Oh, God.
So maybe they'd like to leave a bigger tip.
Okay, okay. As you strum out the first chord of "She Works Hard for Her Money," uh, uh, like the camera follows your hand as it raises up to hammer down on the six strings of copper, and as soon as it meets the strings, we cut back to the train.
Oh my god.
Cadence, huh?
That's right. That's
You any
all
good
there
with
is.
that guitar on your back?
Well, I sure like to think so. That's all I do, really. And I see you've got one too.
Well, I wish I had your confidence with it, but it's a newer hobby of mine.
Huh. Does the guitar look like it's in good shape and stuff?
Right now it's in a case, but the case is very well kept. It's an older case, but you can tell just by the leather, and over time leather just wears. But even though it's worn, it looks like it still gets polished and cleaned.
Mm.
If even the case gets cleaned, then the guitar must get better treatment.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, I'll say well, if you're gonna drop uh, a lot of money on keeping your precious guitar clean, might as well show you a few things. If you're not all that confident, maybe it'll rub off on you.
He strikes his lighter again, trying to light the lighter, and it doesn't work. But yet again, but he kind of just puts it down to his side and looks over at you with a cigarette in his mouth and is like, "Really? You'd really do that?" Eh,
Well, of course.
Oh, damn! I'm not a man to pass up an offer like that. He takes the cigarette out of his mouth and puts it back from where he got it. Uh, I guess here's better than anywhere. Um, and he takes the guitar case off his back and goes to put it on the bar, and it as he puts it down on the bar, it kind of leans off the edge and almost falls, and he catches it at the last second. He's like, "Sorry, mind me, I'm awful clumsy."
It's okay, I am too. You should have seen me walking in here. Felt like
I
I was
mean,
gonna
I did
topple
see you.
over.
I did see you walking in here. I thought you were going to topple over too. I was afraid of the gentleman by the door over there, and he and he points at someone sitting right in front of the door.
Oh. Yeah. Lucky for the both of us, I still have a little bit of good footing.
He undoes the clasp on the guitar case and opens up the guitar to a beautiful uh, wooden guitar painted black, like almost raven black with gold decals going around the edges and around the center where the acoustic uh, cave is, and uh, looks like it has fresh new copper strings on it, uh, all nice and dolled up. And he pulls it out. Now, my clumsiness is best shown on this fretboard here, and uh, he kind of grabs the guitar and let me show you. And he kind of That's about all I know.
Well, I mean, that's a great start. Yeah, give yourself credit where credit's due, sir. Doesn't sound all that bad. Doesn't sound bad at all, actually. Just need a few more steps, and then we'll have a song.
A few more steps and I'll have a song. That's the dream.
It is, and it's easier to achieve than you think. And I'll pull out my guitar, which is a lot more rundown than his, but still adorned with like little firefly symbols and stuff like that. That
Um, so unlike before, this man has had kind of like like slanted, uninterested eyes, just kind of like he's here to have fun, but not anything serious. But as soon as you pull out your guitar, his eyes track it and follow it with almost a sense of glee and wonder. Uh,
hmm.
I'll say Cadence, it's probably very flattering at this moment, but as
Yeah.
Cat would know.
Yeah.
um, but yeah. Uh, so what you got?
um. Well, she's not nearly as pretty as yours, but I love her all the same.
All,
Um.
all guitars are about just the same as pretty. They all make the same sounds. They all make the same beautiful music.
Yeah, it's a very
Mine
good
just
point.
happens to be golden encrusted, but that's here nor there. Uh, what song would you like to try and teach him?
um. I will try to teach him.
Wait, no, never mind. Can I choose the song that you teach him?
Yes, go ahead.
You teach him this.
Oh, it's that one. Oh.
Yeah, as you play through it, showing him where your his hands need to be, where his hands go, and all of that. Uh, he very intently pays attention to the lesson. Uh, I would like to point out for the first time for you to spend so much time with a man, this is probably the first time he hasn't tried to say anything about how beautiful you look or anything like that, or put his hands on you for almost no reason or anything like that. Um, it's a refreshing feeling, perhaps. Uh, but with you starting that, we'll cut back to the uh, cabaret where you're finishing up your performance, and we'll start by saying the two men that weren't very interested and said, "Yeah, go ahead." Kind of the one to the outside corner just kind of looks and he's like, "Man, she does work hard for money, doesn't she?"
Oh my god.
Go her. I'm her fan. Anyways,
Oh my god. Cadence is building up an army of stands. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
but you see the man with the briefcase as you finish up your performance. Are you gonna go to the second song? You don't really have to roll a performance check if you do. It's just gonna be kind of in the background.
Um, I mean, I guess what's Sandra doing?
What's Sandra doing? She's kind of around the arm of the one who is saying she does work hard for money at the very end, the nicely well dressed one, and playing with his whiskers and flirting up uh, the customers, trying to make sure that they're nice and entertained and happy.
Gotcha. And then what's Mr. DeRollo doing?
He's kind of standing, leaning against the wall right beside the door, uh, focusing very intently on the briefcase.
Huh. I'll play another song unless they call me over.
Okay. Yeah, as you start another song, right at your feet, the older cowboy like gentleman throws the briefcase onto the table and unclips it and opens it up. Uh, and you see it it's full of like this runic, almost foreign looking metal.
Oh. Huh.
Um,
Funny about that's funny.
but that I say full of, it's not quite full. About half of it is that, and the other half is full of little bags of. It looks like it's been wrapped in some sort of paper, maybe. Um, of just in the top, you just see nothing but white, powdery substances.
Oh. Cocaine?
I
Meth?
mean, yeah, you cat would know that.
Okay, yeah.
Cocaine.
Okay.
Uh, and uh, so you're telling me I went through hell to get this shit here, and you're not gonna pay me full price? And the other man, that's well dressed, kind of looks at him. Look, I can only pay you 2/3 as of right now. Mr. DeRollo over there gave you the information of where to find this shit, so he gets 1/3. That's how it works. Uh, as the tensions raise, uh, the cowboy man kind of stands up and looks down at them and starts to grab the briefcase, and the other one puts his hand on the briefcase and he's like, "Now, there's no reason to get mad about this. There's nothing we can do to change prices here." Uh, and this is where things start to escalate a little bit.
Uh,
As the cowboy dressed man kind of pulls out his revolver on his side, um, and points it at the man with his hand on the briefcase. Uh, Look here, you little fucking weasel. I did this work for money, and you're gonna give me exactly what was due. The guy doesn't remove his hand from the briefcase, and he looks up at him. I know you, Sam. I know you don't have the fucking guts to kill someone. And then he looks over at the guy, kind of flirting with the girl, or Sandy. It's not Sandy, Sandra.
Sandra, yeah.
Uh, and he grabs her arm and yanks her.
I immediately stop playing the guitar and I stand up.
Yeah, Sandra kind of squeals when she gets yanked, and then he puts Sandra and him in between him, or like Sandra's in between the two men, with the gun being waved in front of her face, and you see visible terror on Sandra's face, but despite the terror, she's not doing anything rash. She's staying still, knowing that any wrong move could get her killed.
Oh my gosh.
Are you got the guts to kill an innocent and me? Come on, do it. Pull the trigger. I know you wanna.
Uh, what's Mr. DeRollo doing?
He kind of he stands up from leaning from the uh wall, but he doesn't. It looks like he said he already got his money from the sounds of it, and he doesn't really care what goes on right here.
Oh my gosh. Uh, uh, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm standing up now. Put my guitar on the ground, but um, sirs, please don't pull that trigger.
He he hears you say something, and he kind of quickly looks at you. And he's like, "Shut the fuck up! Look," and he ignores you and then looks back at what's going on. Look, I was promised that ticket to Santone that's in your fucking pocket right now. and the money you agreed to give me. So hand it the fuck over. If you want to make an
Oh.
action, you have 10 seconds before something happens.
I'm going to jump in between Sandra and the. I'm gonna try to grab the bag.
Uh, you're gonna try and grab the bag?
Y- uh, yes.
Okay. As you do that, he sees you making the move for it, and he trains his gun on you instead. Uh, and you see him starting to pull the hammer back and going for the trigger to stop you. In last second, the younger boy that looks like was with him in business, kind of uh tries to grab for the gun to stop him, and misdirects the aim of the bullet. Instead, it does fire, but it does not hit anyone here. You probably heard the noise and closed your eyes, but you just know the bullet zoomed past you.
Uh,
As you open your eyes from the fear and kind of shrivel back and look the other way, you see Sandra's breathing. She's fine. You see the gentleman holding her is fine. You see the man behind him is fine. But uh, I don't know if you'd even be able to recognize Mr. Derolo anymore, as the bottom half of his jaw is kind of hanging off, and he is desperately trying to uh, gasp in some breaths that he can't seem to get. Uh, and as he can't get those breaths, he falls to the floor, kind of lifelessly, and his hands just kind of go from struggle to struggle to struggle, and then nothing.
uh,
Are you fucking stupid? The cowboy man kind of grabs you by the arm and lifts you back up to the ground.
I, I, I don't know what I was. I thought that maybe I don't know what I thought I would do. Um, do I know that I can heal people with my guitar?
You have already removed your memory at this point. You do not know. So, Catherine, as you're being held, you see Sandra gets thrown to the floor, uh, and the other guy that was holding him seems to charge in while he's distracted by you. And as soon as he gets in within range to grab the gun, the man pulls the trigger again, and leaving him wounded. Uh, and then you see him take aim for the other man, the other well-dressed man. Uh, and
Can I try to stop? Can I try to like move his arm, like raise it up, do something, mess with his
you're
aim?
gonna you're gonna mess with his aim. Make a roll.
Oh my gosh. Cuz this is the bitch that killed this is the same guy that fired at Rolo, right? DeRolo.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'm going to try to do
he
something.
just shot another man. And he's about to shoot another.
Yeah, we're going to not make we're going to try to make that not happen.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I mean, so I'm trying to just like push his arm up. So if I'm lower than him, I just want to change the aim to be like maybe like up and to the side or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Um, so would that be muscle?
Um, would that be muscle? Yeah.
Okay. Um, the world and everything in it is precious. Um, oh crap. Be a strong firefly.
Be strong, Firefly. Emotionally, yeah, I feel like this would work.
I know. Somebody just got shot. Multiple people got shot. Can I use magic touch?
No, because magic touch entails that you're doing something like saying something or doing thing emotionally. You're just kind of moving his arm out of the way. It's not really magic
Okay.
touch.
Beaten and battered. This guy is causing people to be beaten and battered, and so I feel more
He's
compelled.
causing people to be dead, not beaten and
Yeah, I
battered.
mean, listen. Same
I don't
difference.
think beaten and battered works here.
No!
No.
I don't feel more compelled to help out because this guy is inflicting harm on other people.
I mean, that's why you would use the world and everything in it is precious, but
Uh,
beaten and battered is like someone that you can bond with, not anything that's happening right now.
okay. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Hey, do you want to tell me
Mm.
that if I had done anything, would Rolo still be alive?
Um, he was the first one on the chopping block.
Okay. I mean,
Like, it was possible, but like, if someone was to die, he was
it
the
was the
one to die.
first one. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9, 17.
Ooh, okay, your risk is 14.
Okay.
I'm hoping you win. Oh no. Okay. You see that he's aiming for yet another shot. Uh, and by the time you reach his hands to push them upwards, and the bullet is let loose, you just don't make it in time, and another shot gets fired off, and uh, you see, like as you face him, you see him kind of chit his teeth and say, "Shit, this ain't fucking worth it," um, and he grabs the briefcase, yanks it out of your hand, uh, and then bends down and pats the pockets of the guy that he just shot to try and find something, and then shit, it ain't here. About this point, while he's going through the pockets of this person, you do notice something as your eyes kind of take in the scene. He was aiming at the finely dressed gentleman, but sometime between when you took your eyes off him, Sandra had put herself between them, and you see around her left side on her stomach, blood is profusely pouring out as the uh, finely dressed man, kind of shocked, eyes wide, is sitting there speechless, scared to act due to fear of retaliation. Uh, the cowboy kind of gives up on his search through the pockets and says, "We need to get the fuck out of here." And him and the kid kind of sprint off. And as you go, you hear the cowboy say one last time, "This job wasn't fucking worth it, Monty." And then Monty says, "It was given to us by Victor. What would you expect?" And they are gone. The only people left breathing in this room is you, the finely dressed man, and vaguely, barely, Sandra.
Oh, I mean,
Ouchies, but wouchies.
is is Sandra breathing? It's still like
Very pain breathing. She's holding on, trying to put pressure as what good as she can as blood seeps past her in between her fingers. It's about her, like it hit her in the back from the left side, uh, going through. It looks like it went through her abdomen, and she's trying to hold as much blood in as she can. and you hear her grunting. Cadence.
Oh my god, okay. I run over, and I like, I kneel by, down, next to her and I, try to put like my hands over where she's pressing down, because I'm assuming that's where it is. Um, I'm here. I can try and run and get somebody, but I, I can also.
No, 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 no. Look at me. Uh, she takes her hand off of the wound and reaches under the finely dressed man. As this is going on, he runs off outside the door also, but she lets go of her wound, grabs your left hand, and reaches for something out of your sight, and suddenly a big wad of cash is put into your hand, and then she clenches your fist. Can you take this to my kid? He's 15. His name's Andrew. Just uh, go to 12 Belt Street. You'll find him there, okay?
Uh, you can take it to him yourself. We're gonna fix you right up, and then
You
we're
see
gonna
tears
head right
start to
over
stream down
there.
her face. It's not. Uh, I'm not gonna see him again. Here, and she, on top of that, or she grabs your other hand, and in that hand she places. I heard them say something about this. This is for you, and she puts those tickets to San Antonio in your hand also, and clenches that fist as well.
Oh my gosh. Uh, uh, oh my gosh. My mind's going a mile a minute. So did she? And this is just me asking Chris because I can't remember. Did she jump in front of him? Like, did
You
she
didn't
jump?
see it, but it was heavily implied that she did jump, place herself in between them to save that man.
Sandra, did you did you know that man? Why did why did you do that?
I treat him like any other person. Look, tell Andrew to look after his little brother and little sister, okay? Tell him to make sure they eat good. Tell him I'm sorry that he has to grow up faster now.
I
Tell him,
will.
tell him, and as she's saying, tell him, her eyes become kind of dark and sunken from the blood loss and hypervolemia, and uh, even though it seems like she has fight left in her, she in fact does not, and her hands go limp, and her lips can't escape another word as she all falls limp, and you're left in a room with three dead bodies, a stage, and cash in one hand and tickets in the other. Okay. We don't have to show you leaving or anything, but I do have one question. Do you go to 12th Bell Street?
I mean, oh yeah. I mean, I have to.
I mean,
Oh my gosh. I don't want to have to talk to these kids. But I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
you. I mean, I'm not gonna give you any ideas. I'll let you choose what you do.
No, I'm going. I mean, I have to. I have to. It's her dying wish. I have to do that.
Yeah. Um, Before we move on, I gotta say, if you had succeeded in that role, you were gonna save her life.
I mean, I know that. That's why you said I hope you make it.
Yeah. I really liked
Oh,
Sandra.
I know I liked her too.
I
Why'd
was
you
hoping for a
kill her?
future cameo. That was your fault. You rolled like shit.
It was so
Now go tell
close.
Andrew how you fucked up.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
as you go down Bell Street, counting down all the numbers for all the houses, uh, she was in fact telling that you the truth that this is not the good part of town. Uh, Sewage is kind of just thrown on the streets here. Everything smells like shit. Everything smells like piss. There's wildcats that are around every corner, hissing and fighting, stealing food from people's hands. Shady looking characters left and right. And the house itself is barely more than a shack. It looks like it might have two rooms inside it. Uh, like it looks like if you lay down, you could fit maybe three or four of you across the entire surface area before you hit go wall to wall.
Okay. Hey, Chris, I'm gonna sound like a scumbag, but do I get experience points for failing?
I'll give you experience points for failing. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
Let's take your blood money.
This the one good thing that happens. Oh my god. I don't want to have to talk to these kids. Okay, I knock on the I knock on the door, I guess.
A few seconds pass. Um, then you hear someone yell, "Come in 1 second!" And then after a
Okay.
few more seconds, you hear the door start to squeak, and like it sounds like it gets pulled, and it's a little jammed. It's like, Minnie, did you fuck up the door again? I'm telling mom when she gets home.
No!
And then, like with another yank and another yank and another yank, the door flies open, and you see a boy, uh, adolescent looking age range, standing there. He kind of gets thrown back off his weight as the door flies open, and he regathers himself and walks up to the door. Uh, how can I help you, miss?
Um, uh, I work with your mom. Is it okay if I come in for a little bit?
Uh, come right on in. He looks, he gives you kind of like a squint, like strained. But he definitely lets you in.
Is there a place to sit down?
Yeah, there's a table and a few chairs, uh, all very shoddily made. Um, there's not much else in the house except that table and chairs. There's kind of what looks like a makeshift cooking pot that they probably use, for cooking, and that's about it. Uh, Andrew himself, you presume that's the one who opened the door, is pretty tall for his age. He's about probably 6 foot tall already.
Jesus.
Uh, he is a black haired youth. You see little peach fuzz starting to grow uh, as he's in that awkward stage of adolescence where, he starts getting hair in new places. Um,
Chris.
but uh, he himself was wearing an apron and you smell like something's cooking in the background. He's probably making food for his siblings. Speaking of siblings, you see who you presume to be Minnie in the
Oh
corner
fuck. Oh.
with some parchment that looks worn and very thick, like it doesn't probably take ink or anything well, and her holding some like a lead stick and just kind of rubbing in etchings and drawings, very happily, kind of humming to herself. It looks like she's just out of being a toddler, about 7 or 8.
Mhm.
Uh, and then you see someone actively stirring the cooking pot, maybe about 11, 12 years old. You haven't heard a name from him yet, but you presume that's the third child.
I hate this, Chris.
Uh-huh.
Um, I turn to Andrew and is this all like in one room, Chris?
Oh yeah, there's no doors in between anything here.
Okay, so there's no like. I turn to
It's big
Andrew.
enough to, if you wanted him only to hear it, you could easily have that happen.
Okay, I would like for that to. I'm
Okay.
gonna turn to Andrew and be like, is there any way we could go where we have a little bit of privacy?
Um, we could go out back to the alley, but it ain't very safe back there, depending on who's passing.
Okay, then yeah, we can stay in here. Uh, just as private as it can get. Um.
He sits at the table right beside you, kind of dusting off his hand. It looks like he might have flowers or something on it. Uh, is there a reason you're here? We haven't heard from Mama since last night. You said you worked with her?
Oh my God, Chris, I'm not good at this. This is okay. Mhm. I, I did. Um. Um. While me and your mom were uh working together. Uh.
So you work with her at the kitchen? I'm sorry,
um.
sorry. I won't interrupt again.
No, it's okay. I wasn't as good as a cook as she was. But or she's in the kitchen with all that. But yeah, in the kitchen. Um, fuck. Chris, I'm like recoiling so hard I can't even get words out.
he's staring at you so expectantly. He said he isn't going to interrupt you again, and he's just waiting for what you have to say.
Oh my God. Well, we were working in the kitchen, um, and one of a few men uh a few men walked in and they wanted some money.
Is my mom okay? Why are you telling me this? Why isn't she here telling me this? Where is she?
I, I'm so sorry, sweetheart, but um
What are you telling me sorry for?
Um, there was a scuffle, and your
No,
mom
no,
jumped in front of
no,
another person to protect
no. My mom ain't that stupid. She wouldn't do that. She's got my siblings to raise. She wouldn't do that. He kind of stands up from the table. No, you just didn't see it right. She's still out there. And he kind of gets up, goes over to like a small coat rack and puts on a, or takes off his apron and puts on a coat. Minnie,
No,
Daniel, I'll be back in a little while, okay?
shit. I'm gonna follow him out. Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
you don't have to follow him for long as he takes a few steps outside the door, out to a chair that's right outside, and he kind of his legs and hands are shaking, and it seems like his legs just can't support the weight of himself anymore, and he falls to his knees, and kind of clasps the chair a little bit. He he didn't really see you fall out, so he's not gonna say anything, but he's definitely sitting there on the verge of or trying his best to hold back weeping.
I mean, I'm gonna walk up behind him and uh try to place a hand on his shoulder. Um, Andrew, she's gone.
She can't be. She can't.
I know, but I know she can't, but she is. And I'm really sorry.
Danny just got in school. We, I, I can't afford to keep him there. She can't be gone.
Um, when he says that, I pull out the cash that I had. Um, and I would also like to say that before I left the cabaret, I picked up with what little cash that I had and put it in the stack.
Yeah, you did just get paid.
Mhm.
I'd say all in all, there was about a grand and a half there, which is a lot of fucking money. I would
Mhm.
like to let you know.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
I'm aware. um.
um, I, I mean, 1 second. I'm just gonna see how much money that would be equivalent to right now, just to make sure I'm not making an absurd statement. Uh, okay. Um, 1,500. Holy shit, $38,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll keep that amount. Um, yeah, you hand over 1,500 bucks. Uh, there's a few bills that are stained with droplets of red. Uh, but uh, as you as he take the money out and put, you said you handed it to him, or did you say you put it in front of him? What'd you do?
I was like trying to hand it to him, like put it in his hands.
He uh kind of regains strength in his leg for a little bit and looks over, sees it, holds it, and kind of uh he's been holding back tears as the best he could for a long period, but as soon as you hand over that much money, uh at that instant he realized that even though he's getting money now, it's not like that money will be able to buy back his mother.
Oh, I know.
And tears start to stream down his face.
Can I like try to like hug him or something, or would he
If he,
even let me?
he's not gonna let you. Like if you want to force hug him, maybe, but it looks
No.
like he's on the verge of fleeing, maybe running off or something.
Um, can I try to say something to prevent that?
Try it. I mean, if you want to also make a roll to see how effective it is.
I'll say it first. You tell me how if it makes a difference, and then I'll roll for it.
Okay.
I want to say, Andrew. Damn it. Okay. Fuck. Um. Your mom was the nicest person I ever met. Her heart so big. And I know that since you have her blood, you're gonna be okay. And I know that doesn't bring her back, but
He
with this
kind of starts
money,
wiping tears.
with this money, your brother can keep going to school, and your sister can be a musician just like your mom wanted.
Damn it! Why she always has to protect others? She never thought of herself. Look, he kind of stops wiping the tears from his eyes, but he's not looking up. He kind of just doesn't want to make eye contact. He's looking down, facing your direction. Look, I gotta finish cooking for Minnie and Danny. And he kind of just walks back into the house.
I was wondering, like, do you want me to help?
He right before he shuts the door, he looks back and hears you say that. No, thank you, and he shuts the door. And we cut back to the train. What's wrong, Cat? You're the one who cursed at me about single one-on-one sessions, right?
I know. I regret it.
You regret it? You're not enjoying this? I put a lot of effort to this. That kind of hurts my feelings, Cat. Yeah, you okay, Cat? You ready to continue? You ready to finish off?
Sure, I'm crying.
Oh, poor little kitty cat.
Stop! I'm actually crying! You're so mean! I hate
I won't lie. I mean, it's probably because I was acting it, but I shed a tear or two or three or five or 10 or 20.
you!
Okay, I'm gonna wait till you regain your composure. You could have saved her.
I could have, but I didn't.
I guess you're just not that great at protecting others, huh?
Yeah, hon, is that the point you're trying to prove, Chris?
Tee
Everyone else is better be sad, or I'm gonna be really pissed off. If I don't watch the other ones and I don't cry, you failed me, and you're picking on me. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna legit punch you the next time I see you if the other ones don't make me cry.
I mean, this is
I'm gonna
look.
punch
It's
you in the nuts.
that's a fucking big threat. Look, it's easier with you out of all people because you gave me free reign over your entire backstory, Cat. Your entire backstory, Catherine.
I know. I
Your
know.
entire backstory.
That's the last time I'm ever doing that shit.
Oh, Okay,
Oh my
Kat.
gosh.
So, as we cut back to the train, a couple hours have passed. I You kind of got carried away having fun sharing laughs with Alexander. Uh, all
That's
of a
a
sudden,
sentence and a half.
look, back in session 1 or 2, you were like, "Oh, this is such a good time reliving the moment I met Alexander." Ah, tee hee.
Yeah, yeah, this is so fun and cute. This makes me feel sad.
Yeah, but he masters that lick you gave him to practice. Catching on rather quicker than most people you've probably ever met. Uh, and as soon as he finishes it, the whole like that.
Yeah, yeah, like that. You really catch on quick.
Um, got a good teacher, I guess.
Well, you're very sweet.
Uh, What? So I heard you say you don't know what you're going to San Antonio for, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, just so happens I'm going to work for this guy named Mr. Floyd. He's this super nice man that uh takes on anyone who needs a job or work or anything. And seeing as how you can play this guitar better than me, and he hired me specifically for that, maybe he'll hire you too.
well, I'd hate to take your job.
It seems he has too much money for his own good. He'll hire as many workers as he needs.
Well, I think I'll take you up on that offer then.
Look, he's just a couple carts down that way. I'll be in here practicing this lick. Uh, I'll be here if you ever need to come back and talk to me. Okay?
You don't want to come with me? It might be nice
No
to say
need.
hey.
I'd rather practice.
Oh, I was
He
say don't
looks so
practice too much.
excited.
You might get better than me.
Oh, I. That's all. That's only gonna be happening in my dreams, Miss. Anyways, see you later, Katie.
Bye, Alex. And I'll turn around and walk to the direction of Mr. Floyd.
Okay. Um. So as you walk out through the as you walk past the bartender to get to Mr. Floyd's cart, you see that he looks exactly like he's about to pursue you a little bit, and if you like look towards his direction, you'll see Alexander make direct eye contact with that bartender and just shake his head no. And then you skip those couple carts and sure you find a private cart with uh, a big man with a tan hat, big duster coat, light skin, bearded, sitting on one end of this table, and a dark skinned man, uh, more fancily and dressed and classy looking. He just looks like he has an air of uh, like the top tier society about him. Um, he himself is just a very imposing figure. Uh, I'd say you, Cat, you'd recognize the man across him as Judah, but um,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh wow. Hey, he's just part of the crew.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he's sitting there.
I'll like knock on like the door frame and go uh is one of you Mr. Floyd?
He kind of looks back at you, and 1 second. Uh, Let me do something real quick. Okay. Ba-da-da. Okay. And as you kind of walk up to him and talk to him, he turns and kind of slides open the door. Can I help you, miss?
Uh, oh, my name's Cadence, and I hear that you help people in need or whenever they need jobs.
As soon as you speak and he gets a better look at you, and he kind of squints and goes, I give jobs to very special people, and it looks like you fall under that category, Miss Cadence.
That's very sweet of you to say.
So I see that guitar on your back. You getting good at playing it?
Well, I think so.
Then we definitely have a job for you. And as he says that, the camera kind of is looking at the window view of showing him on the left side, Jude on the right side, and you in the center of the camera frame. And it slowly pulls back outside of the train, and it fades to black.